Pretty much no game that has ever been released is bug-free, and that even includes everyone's new favorite shooter, Fortnite Battle Royale. The game is pretty well made, but every now and then some pretty terrible bugs and glitches manage to fall through the cracks of Epic Games' QA team and make it to the live game. Hey guys, ArcadeCloud here, and today we're counting down our list of the top 5 worst game-breaking glitches in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with some friends. It's free. Number 5. No loot in chests. Getting loot chests is one of the best ways to get ahead in a game of Fortnite Battle Royale. I mean, loot chests are probably one of the most important things in Fortnite when you think about it. Each building has a set amount of chests that it may or may not spawn, and inside those chests you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least one weapon. In other Battle Royale games you aren't guaranteed weapons like that at the beginning of a round at all, and it can end up with some pretty unfair deaths happening. Like, no one enjoys getting killed just because they couldn't find a weapon before the other enemies near them did. That's nothing to do with skill, that's just RNG. If you know where chests spawn in a game of Fortnite and you're listening out for them properly, you'll pretty much never be without a gun, well, unless the chests decide to just sort of not work. Around 2 months ago, there was a bug in Fortnite Battle Royale that stopped you from being able to open chests, and considering that chests actually hold the best weapons in the game most of the time, it was putting players at a pretty heavy disadvantage. Sometimes you either weren't able to open the chests at all, no matter how many times you held down the button to open the chests, or when you did open them, a whole load of nothing would come out of them. It's a pretty crazy glitch considering the importance of chests, and one that we all hope suddenly won't come back up in a future update. Number 4. Going far under the map. One of the first glitches I remember in Fortnite Battle Royale is the glitch that allowed people to go underneath the map. Like, I don't mean that people could just walk underneath the map and do whatever they want and go to wherever they wanted, but there were certain spots in the game where you could either dig through the ground to get to small spots under the map, like that one spot where you can dig through the ground of a little hut and can sit in the grass waiting for people to walk next to Retail Row. I mean, that's pretty game-breaking itself, but in January an even more broken version of getting under the map was found. If you flew down to the Fatal Fields area, gathered some wood, and then walked down to a specific point by the slope that leads down to the little stream by Fatal Fields, you can then put down 2 flat pieces of wood, edit the one on the right to remove its left corner closest to you at the top of the slope, and then walk as far as you can to the right inside the new hole you made. After that, you edit the platform again to get rid of the hole, and then suddenly you're under the map. I guess the newly replaced wood collides with your body and then pushes you downward or something, forcing you straight through the floor and underneath the map. For some reason, there's another grass floor under the floor of this map, and it looks like you can walk around basically anywhere in Fatal Fields. You can even loot and kill people under the map, which makes this totally game-breaking and beyond a level that the first under the map glitches were. You can even get back up from under the map after building in certain spots, meaning that after being sneaky and under the map, you can just emerge again to avoid the zone if you run out of ground to walk on down there. Number 3. The Leprechaun Man. One of the most important things in Fortnite Battle Royale is being able to see your opponents. I mean, how are you supposed to shoot someone if you can't see them, right? Well, I guess this next glitch gives people the luck of the Irish or something because it basically turns them into a tiny leprechaun. This bug was originally discovered by the streamer Ninja, which makes sense considering how much Fortnite the guy plays. I mean, with that much playtime, he's sure to come across some pretty insane bugs from time to time. Over the St. Patrick's Day holiday, he came across a player who was using the newly released Leprechaun skin, and the skin had literally transformed them into a little leprechaun. The guy appeared much smaller than a typical character. When the news of the bug finally reached Epic Games, they were pretty surprised. Nick Chester, one of the PR guys that works for Epic Games on Fortnite, even had to check back with the developers to find out whether this was an intended Easter egg with the skin. I mean, after adding things like the growing and glowing Rainbow Smash pickaxe, who knew what crazy things the dev team would be getting up to? But he did eventually find out that this was a bug and not intended to be an effect of the skin. Luckily, this bug seemed to be fairly rare, as not very many people reported it in the long run. But seriously, this was a game-breaking glitch. Things like your hitbox are directly tied to your character's model, and if that model is smaller than the average player, then your hitbox will probably be smaller as well. Ninja may have been able to take out this sneaky leprechaun, but who knows how many other tiny leprechaun people managed to kill people because of this glitch. Number 2. Not able to build. What do you immediately think of when it comes to Fortnite Battle Royale? Okay, well, I mean, other than crazy moments like dropping into tilted towers and riding rockets, you obviously think of building. Fortnite's building mechanics is one of the biggest ways that the game differentiates itself from every other Battle Royale game on the market at the moment. As opposed to something like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where timing your shots and being deadly accurate is the most important thing in the game, Fortnite's best players are all about the building. They know how to outbuild people with giant twisting towers that block off huge portions of the enemy player's space, making them unable to actively fight back. A good builder can use the building mechanics to create effective cover. They'll use it to rush up to an enemy, and they'll sometimes trap the enemies in creative death boxes filled with traps. If you couldn't do any of that, well, Fortnite wouldn't really be Fortnite. If you couldn't do that but everybody else could, well, you'd be a sitting duck ready to get killed by the next guy who comes along. Well, this happens pretty rarely, and I'm fairly certain it's somehow tied to your connection with the game's server, but sometimes the game will just literally not let you build at all. You can get out your blueprints, have as many materials as possible, and be clicking on the build button as much as you can, but nothing will come out. It's probably the worst way to die, when you're just standing there helplessly trying to throw your building up but unable to do it because the game just won't let you. Imagine dying lying to that. I mean, the kid in this game lost his final kill because of the glitch, and it sounded like it was about to break his heart or something. Number 1, not able to shoot invisible guns. There's one more thing more important in the game of Fortnite Battle Royale than being able to build well, and that's being able to shoot your weapon. Now, I don't even mean shooting your weapon accurately, to be honest, because as long as you have a shotgun and you're up in someone's face, you'll be able to get a kill. I just mean shooting your weapon in general. If you want to win a game, then you're at least gonna have to be able to do that, right? Well, a couple of months ago, there was a completely game-breaking glitch that sort of deleted your guns from your game and completely glitched them out. You couldn't see them in your hands, but you could still zoom in with them and you could see the crosshairs. What you couldn't do was shoot them at all. You're left defenseless, and if you don't have a team with you that can look after themselves, you're basically without a hope in the world. What's really weird is that you can still build while you're in this glitched out mode, you just can't shoot at all. And there you have it, our list of the top 5 worst game-breaking glitches in Fortnite Battle Royale. Do you agree? Did we miss something? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos from ArcadeCloud on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Take care and game on.